applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win, yeah. Refuse, mine it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked the mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it, they told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie, I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running toes, they gon' take them. Used to lose, built to win, applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win, yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win.
Welcome back to another episode of BWT. I'm your host, Teddy, and we've got some great guys on the panel with me to talk about a series that happened over the weekend between the Red Sox and the Yankees. Fellas, how we doing?
Great, man. Doing good, of course. You know, feeling TK Sweets good, you know. What about you, Javon? How you doing, my good Boston Red Sox guy?
I was hurting for a little while now, but my boys are eating. All the kids in town are eating, so I'm back in my groove, man. I'm feeling good.
Kids not starving tonight.
No.
Oh no, they were starving tonight.
Shut up.
They ate well over the weekend. All right, so before we get into this series recap, I want to make sure that you guys are liking this video, commenting on it, and sharing this video with any Yankees or Red Sox fans that you may know, or any baseball fans as well. And also, make sure you guys are subscribing to all the channels on the network. We've got a plethora of shows, as Dave likes to say. We've got CTC, called Talking College, gives you everything you need to know about college football and college basketball. We got RBO, Real Ballers Only with Vaughn, everything NBA related. We've got Dave's show, Dave's Doghouse, gives you highlights and lowlights of the week. Dave, give us a little bit of information about your show.
Yeah, so I do a sports show. It's talk about all sports, and not even just athletes, but owners, managers, analysts, family members, interpreters. Doesn't matter who it is. You can be in the doghouse if you do something stupid or terrible, or you can be a dog if you do something great or say something that's very important. And I will be going live tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So look out for that show tomorrow. And if you want to come on the show, let me know.
I might have to.
Yeah, the invite is always there, my guy.
Yes, sir. And it doesn't always have to be in the sports world. We got one guy here on the panel that is currently locked up. He's thrown away, long gone. So if you want to know who we're talking about, make sure you click the link for Dave's show. Tune into his recent episodes, and you'll figure that out.
Just know all he has is dirty water.
And then we got Kings Talk with Joe Jordan. Sacramento Kings fan, gives you all the news that you need to know about them. They just had a big re-sign of Malik Monk, so I know he's excited. He's going to be talking about that pretty soon. We got FFC fantasy football coach Coombs, everything fantasy football related, and also NFL. If you are struggling in your fantasy football league, make sure you tune into that show because it'll help you out. And we got in the red corner, right, with Tomo, Ty, and Ricky. Boxing show, one of the hottest shows on the network, gives you guys full analysis from three different points of views on the boxing, what's going on. Garcia, I know they're gonna talk about it. So make sure you tune in. They have an episode this week, right? On Sunday.
This Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, so make sure you guys tune into that. Um, and then of course we got the main show, Refuse to Lose, with three hosts, Dave, Joe, and Tomo. Gives you everything you need to know in the sports world. Um, WNBA, NBA, MLB, boxing, UFC, everything. So make sure you guys are subscribed to those channels so you don't miss the Whole Foods of sports media, like Tomo likes to call it. Um, but yeah, man. So let's get into this series, right? I will talk about game one right now. Um, Winning pitcher was Luis Hill and the losing pitcher was Brian Bayo. Good Dominican matchup. I'm sure they look forward to that Friday night under the lights. uh, it was Verdugo's first game back, right? And what did he do? He had a 2-run home run in the top of the first um, to go up 2-0, and then in the top of the fourth, Oswaldo Cabrera hits a routine ground ball to Dom Smith. He floats it over to Brian Bayo covering first, and he just completely misses it. Ended up scoring a run. And then in the bottom of the fourth, the Red Sox get on the board with Emmanuel Valdez hitting a double to make it 3-1. And then Verdugo continued his great night, hitting an RBI double to make it 4-1. Rizzo had an RBI single to make it 5-1. Jose Trevino hits a solo home run over the monster to make it 6-1. Judge just missed a home run, RBI double, 7-1, and then Verdugo gets his fourth RBI of the night to make it 8-1, which ended up being the final score. Luis Hill goes 5 innings pitched, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 4 walks, 6 Ks. His ERA at the time was 2.03, and record was 9-2. Losing pitcher was Brian Bayo, 4.2 innings pitched, 6 hits, 4 earned runs, 3 walks, 5 Ks. ERA is a 5 flat, and he's a 6-4 record at the time. What were you guys' thoughts about this game?
Well, Bell got smacked. That's what it was. That was my thoughts on that game. He got smacked, and of course, like we've been doing all year, the errors have just been messing us up. That error in the fourth inning definitely didn't help out at all. The Yankees were already hot with that homer from Verdugo in the first, and then even after we got to a 3-1, it's just we just couldn't stop the bleeding after that, And then like no one else could really get anything going. Devers couldn't really get anything going for real. Um, Tyler O'Neill couldn't get it going. He was 0 for 5. Hamilton was 0 for 5. Yoshida was over 3. I mean, Wong got 1 hit, but that was it. Smith was over 3. It wasn't really much we were getting from anybody in that game. We struggled pretty much the entire game. The only person that had a good ERA for real was Wong. I mean, that's because he was 1 for 3, but that was it. No one here got multiple hits. Everyone got 1 hit, and that was it. So we weren't getting on base. We weren't really stopping anything on defense. Pitching was bad. The best pitching we got was from Kelly, and that was just from only two innings pitched. He didn't have no hits, no earned runs, no walks. He just had 3 strikes. But no one else was under 2 other than him. So that was pretty much my thing. That we just got smacked in the first game.
Yeah. To piggyback off what Dave said, um, I mean, to be honest with you, that was just Verdugo coming back, and he did what he had to do, being back at Fenway Park. Um, that game, I think, completely goes to Verdugo. He was the MVP of that game, star player of the game. He put the team on his back. It was kind of cool to watch. Obviously, as a Red Sox fan, you don't want to see it, but Schwarber did the same thing to us as well with the Phillies the series prior. Played for the Red Sox, first at bat, dinger, similar to what Verdugo did to us too. It's like it's a revenge game to me. That's how I saw that first game of the series. I think that was Verdugo getting back at us for letting him go.
Yeah, when he was asked before the game by the Yankee media how he thought the fans were going to welcome him back into Fenway, he said like a Yankee, and he was getting booed, and he just did what the Yankees do, just go up there and hit bombs. Now we get into game 2 of the series. It was Carlos Rodon versus what's his first name? Cooper Criswell.
Yep, Cooper Criswell.
Okay. So in the bottom of the first, Tyler O'Neill, it's an RBI double to go up 1-0. And Connor Wong follows it up with an RBI single to make it 2-0. Westbrook, this dude came out of nowhere. I don't know, like I've been seeing this guy. He's kind of good. Not gonna lie. He's a fan favorite too. When I went to the Red Sox Braves game, they were all getting hyped about him.
Talking about Jaime Westbrook.
Yeah.
He was in the minor leagues for a long time too. I'm not sure how long in the minor leagues, but it was a very long time before he finally got his first call up.
Yeah. So he's definitely taking advantage of it. An RBI double to go up 3-0, and then DJ LeMahieu comes up in the top of the second with a 2 RBI single to make it 3-2, and then Devers hits a 2 RBI double to make it 5-2. Soto finally gets introduced into the rivalry with a home run to make it 5-3. Manuel Valdez hits an RBI single to make it 6-3. DJ LeMahieu hits an ball, and Rizzo ends up scoring to make it 6-4. And then Duran comes up with an RBI single to make it 7-4. And Duran was on third base. Trevino tried picking him off on a back pick, and he throws the ball into left field. Duran ends up scoring to make it 8-4. That ended up being the final score. Red Sox win the game. Losing pitcher was Carlos Rodon. He went 5 innings, giving up 5 runs, 3 walks, 7 Ks, 7 hits. ERA at the time 3.28, and his record drops to 9-3. The winning pitcher was Slayton. He ended up going 2 2/3, giving up 2 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 3 Ks, ERA 3.06, and record of 4-2. And Kenley Jansen came in for the 4-out save, going 1 1/3, no hits, no earned runs, no walks, no Ks, 2.74 ERA, and 11 saves on the season. I mean, when Jansen came in, I thought the Yankees were going to turn up because he has not been the same Jansen that I know that was with the Dodgers before. But he didn't. He was able to work his way out of trouble and get out of it and end up giving the Red Sox the win. What's your guys' take on this game?
I mean, it was great to see the rookie. Oh, my bad. I thought I was muted, guys. No, I said it was great to see the rookie, Jamie Westbrook, come up and handle his business. I think that's really the game that started getting all the fans behind him for sure. And to see a young guy like that come up, get his first RBI, just have some swag out there doing his thing. It was good to see him a part of the team. Um, Other than that, I think the biggest kudos got to go to Cooper Criswell for this one. He was able to pitch through 4 innings. Didn't have to do too much. He let up 3 hits, gave up 2 runs. And I think at the end of the day, the 6 strikeouts was huge from him, you know. Um, Other than that, I mean, it was a well played game from the lineup top to bottom. No home runs were hit in that game from the Red Sox. It was just all base hits, timely hitting, guys in the right position, just coming in clutch and driving the runs in. That's really all you can ask for. So, I mean, go Red Sox, man. That's all I got to say. Yankees, you can fill in the blank, Teddy.
For me, yeah, I'm in agreement with Jovan just about us not really like having a monster game like as far as like home runs is concerned, but we had a couple of doubles in this game. I know Devers doubled the center and in the bottom of the second. The first is of course what sparked everything because you had O'Neal and Westbrook both doubled in the first in the bottom of the first. When Juan Singh with the center, that's when O'Neal was able to score. Devers with the second, and then what really I'm not gonna lie, I had a little cause for concern, and in the top of the eighth when it got to 6-4, I was like, all right, y'all, here we go with these errors. Here we go with being up and then losing the lead because we didn't had that for this. It was an inconsistent first half of the season so far. It's been up and down. Like we'll win 2 series, then we'll lose 3 straight series, then we'll win a series, then lose 2 straight. It's just been very, very inconsistent. So that's kind of what I saw. But luckily, we got out of the top of the eighth with only allowing 1 run, so that helped us out a lot. Um, and then Duran pretty much just turned up in the bottom of the eighth, so that helped us out a whole lot. Would have been great if we had some home runs, but we didn't need it, and because hitting the home run and over the monster and Fenway would have definitely had that crowd going crazy. But either way, we beat the Yankees. That had us allowed us to tie the series and win it to Sunday with a chance to win the series.
Yeah. This game, I thought Carlos Rodon was going to come in and continue to pitch well like he's been pitching. Gotta tip your cap to the Red Sox offense, able to just win every at bat. They like you guys said, there wasn't really like anything crazy like home run wise, but you guys jumped out on his fastball, and that's another thing that I noticed about today when he pitched. Um, so maybe he just needs to make an adjustment. Um, Starting to use his off speed a little bit more earlier in the counts, but that's what happens when you watch film, right? That's why you do it. Um, because before today and against you guys, he's been lights out, um, pitching extremely well. I've been really surprised with the way that he was last year to what he is now. Um, and we go into Game 3, right? Sunday Night Baseball, ESPN, rubber match, Yankees, Red Sox. Who doesn't love that matchup? You had Marcus Stroman going up against Cutter Crawford. In the top of the first, Judge starts the scoring off with a solo home run. Rafaela comes up in the bottom of the second for a 2 RBI single to make it 2-1. Devers hits a ground ball into a double play, ended up scoring a run in the bottom of the third to make it 3-1. In the bottom of the fifth, Devers comes up with a sac fly to make it 4-1. Jose Trevino comes up in the top of the sixth, hits a solo home run to make it 4-2. A wild pitch was thrown, and then a run ended up scoring to make it 4-3. And then the Yankees just couldn't get the job done. Bases loaded, nobody out. Nobody out. Gleyber Torres strikes out. Jose Trevino strikes out. DJ LeMahieu hits a ground ball. It's a fly ball to center field out of the inning. Gives all the momentum right back to the Red Sox because if Gleyber Torres was just able to make some contact, just some contact. He swung at ball 4 too. He swung at ball 4 just like he does all year, right? And I'll get on him in another episode because he's like right here, right? And I'm about to explode because just make sure you tune in to the next episode of BWT.
I'll be tuned in for sure.
And then in the bottom of the seventh, Devers comes up with his third RBI of the night with an RBI single to make it 5-3. Connor Wong hits a 2 RBI triple to make it 7-3. And then in the bottom of the eighth, David Hamilton comes up with an RBI single to make it 8-3. And then Connor Wong again for a single, running an RBI to make it 9-3. Ended up being the final score. Winning pitcher was Cutter Crawford, going 6 innings, giving up only 3 hits, 3 earned runs, 1 walk, 9 Ks, 3.54 ERA in the season. And his record goes to 3-6. And the losing pitcher was Marcus Stroman, going 5 innings, giving up 7 hits, 4 earned runs, 4 walks, 3 Ks, 3.08 ERA, and his record goes to 6-3. I saw a stat about Marcus Stroman. He has the highest walk percentage in his career. Stroke strikes, dude. Not hard. You have every pitch in your arsenal has a lot of movement, right? You go out there, you talk on Twitter, you respond to the fans, right, about your pitching, and then you had that comment about the Yankees starting rotation a couple years ago, right? And once you signed here, I completely let that go, right? But now, you better figure it out, Stroman. It's cool, the little relationship that you and Austin Wells has. He wears a do-rag under his catcher's mask. There's no reason why Austin Wells should be wearing a do-rag, right? But but he just does it when Stroman pitches. Just it's funny. It's cool. I like the relationship they have. They've been working well together this year. What are you guys' thoughts on this game?
That boy trying to get some imaginary wave. That's what I'm thinking. That boy think he wavy out there. Okay, I see. I see Yankee trying to get some style up in New York. Okay.
Yeah, man.
Okay. I ain't mad at it. Stop making people shave their faces though. That'll make it a lot better. But now, it seemed to me that home runs just wasn't our forte in this series. We just didn't need it. It wasn't a necessity. Even though us as fans would love to see us hitting home runs a lot more, especially in the series against the most heated rivalry in baseball with the Yankees and the Red Sox. It's the one where both teams have plenty of World Series championships, a lot of postseason baseball against each other. So it's a lot of history. So it's something that definitely gets to that people get to see that, just be like, all right, man, what's going to happen this time? You never know. You never know what the records more than likely don't matter at the time, because that's how the rivalry is. It's kind of like Steelers and Ravens in football. It's like Celtics and Lakers in basketball, other than recently, of course. because we clearly know who's winning that. You know, we got one team winning the in-season tournament and one team winning the NBA championship. So you can just you can think about that right there. Um,
Bro,
um,
I'm sorry to cut you off, Dave, but my reaction just now was to Otani hitting the ball 455,
oh
one
my gosh.
110 plus exit velocity, and I'm so mad because I wanted to put $5 on him to hit a home run, but we're on here and I'm using my phone, so I couldn't get on FanDuel.
Fifth homer in 6 games.
Bro,
Ridiculous.
ball was a nuke, a
Well,
nuke,
guess
bro.
guess where he's going to end up tomorrow night. Tune in 8 o'clock to Dave's
Oh
Doghouse tomorrow night.
goodness, bro.
Oh my gosh. But no, this series, man, was I mean, besides the bet that we had, it was definitely exciting to see, honestly. This is the one game I was able to catch because it was on ESPN. So I was able to catch this game. Um, oh my gosh.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Now y'all see what I was talking about. Now y'all see what I was talking. It's ridiculous. It's 11:30 at night.
Oh man.
Wow. But nah, man, I'm more so just happy to see that we actually starting to catch a rhythm, especially at this time right now. You know, the trade deadline is coming up pretty soon, so we're going to hear a lot of trade talks. You know, what are we going to do? Are we going to try to push for a playoff spot or something like that, or a wild card? Are we going to make any kind of moves, or are we just going to stay stagnant? If those who have watched BWT, even those who have not, I'm a huge Red Sox fan, and I've been very critical of them not making moves the last few seasons. So I want to see if we're going to make any movement, and if not, it better pay off. Um, right now, it's paying off because we're starting to win series. We won the last 3 series that we've played, which is really good. But we it has to continue. It can't just be like little spurts here and there. But definitely, I love the. I mean, Devers is my favorite player on the team right now, so I'm glad to see that he's still playing pretty well. Rafaela is stepping up. I like what Wong and Hamilton are doing as well. So that game was really good to see. And again, it was another time where you thought that the Yankees was going to come in and you know and take over again with the bases loaded. It was 4-3. I'm like, all right, here we go again. And luckily, we got out of that inning and caught fire in the seventh and the eighth. So just glad to see that we were able to actually play well against a good team in baseball. We saw it against the Phillies in the series before, and then we actually get to see it against the Yankees. So for me, we gotta do it more. I want to see more of it before I get too excited. But still, I'm glad to see that we're winning. And right now, we in third place.
Well, we're in first. So.
Who cares?
Yeah, for me, man, this is the best game of the year so far. I mean, this game had me jumping out of my chair, going crazy in my house. I was actually watching this game with my dad and my little brother, and man, I was just so excited to see the Red Sox. Actually, it felt like we were finding our identity, if that makes sense. We did a lot of running. We actually broke a franchise record of stolen bases in one game with 9 stolen bases. Um, David Hamilton was going off. Ceddanne Rafaela, Jaron Duran, all the guys just show that they got speed, and it was great to watch. But my favorite hit of all was Connor Wong's ball to right field, and it went past the glove of Alex Verdugo into the corner by the pesky pole, and he's jogging after, and you just see all the Red Sox fans screaming in his ear, just telling him he sucks. And he has to chase that ball down. It's just like the walk of shame. And he's throwing that ball in, and Connor Wong gets a triple, 2 RBI triple. Um, that's what the game's all about. This rivalry between the Red Sox and the Yankees. I'm sure Teddy will have his moments where he could fire back at us, just like the day that Verdugo had in the first game of the series. But that Sunday night game was so exciting, man. And then that base is loaded to go 3-0, and for Gleyber Torres to swing at that first pitch, that was literally in the dirt for ball four, and he swings at it like a moron. That was like the highlight of my night. And then for him to get out of that jam, striking out two guys back to back, and then getting a pop fly to end the inning. Yeah, I mean, you can't ask for a much better game than that, especially with these two teams in the matchup. And then I don't know. I feel like this game allowed us to rattle off more wins against the Blue Jays as well, because we had that confidence factor going into the next series. And I think we are able to actually believe in our brand of baseball, which is, I think, speed, stealing bases, getting base hits, and then trusting the pitchers, man. The pitchers are finally getting back in the groove. We had a rough month or so. I think for the most of June, we didn't pitch that well. But it looks like the guys are getting back in the groove. So I think Brian Bayo was the last bad outing we had, and that was against you guys on that first game of the series. So things are trending in the right direction, and I see us climbing into that wild card spot. So I'm hoping we can get there.
Listen, I'm gonna say the same thing to you, like I told this 15-year-old. It's not gonna happen. He showed me the
You
video.
better hope it don't happen, because you praying it don't happen.
He showed me the video of it was Jared Carrabis. He was doing his podcast, and he was like, "Oh, the Red Sox might sneak into a wild card spot." I'm like, and then he said that the Red Sox are going to beat the Yankees in the playoff series.
Oh yeah.
It's wild.
Oh yeah.
Wild.
You don't want to see us in the playoffs.
Jared Carrabis is grade A moron. All right.
I agree with you, but I will co-sign Jared on that.
Yeah.
You don't want to see us in the playoffs, Teddy.
Of course you would co-sign that. Of course
I'll
you
co-sign
would.
that.
We all know. Well, the three of us know the viral moment that you had when we talked about this in the off season. So we know for sure who you signed with on that.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
But I mean, it's nice to have hope, right? You never want to see your boy completely down on the season, right?
A game and a half back out of the wild card, Teddy, is not hope, but it's there.
No, it's hope. It's hope. It's hope. It's definitely hope. Because you have to hope for other teams to collapse.
No, you just got to keep winning. That's it.
I mean, but they also have to keep losing. Because if all three teams win, you stay a game and a half back, and you don't make it. So you have to hope. You have to pray. You have to ask. Please.
That's the same thing you're doing right now with the Orioles. You're like, please lose, Orioles. Please lose.
I ain't worried about it.
Yeah, right. He ain't worried about it.
Nobody worried about it. Nobody worried about it. I'll be fine.
And you got Rizzo down. You got Rizzo down. In
Rizzo
game
sucks,
two.
dude. Rizzo
Rizzo
sucks.
down like
Rizzo sucks.
I don't know.
Rizzo sucks. Defensively, he can't hit. He's awful. I want him gone. He sucks. Don't get me started. Don't get me started on Anthony Rizzo.
Got that boy hot.
This dude has lost us multiple games because of his crappy defense at first base. One of the easiest positions to play in baseball. Catch the ball.
Why don't you guys put LeMahieu over there?
We do when he comes out. That's what we have right now. But with Gleyber out, we have to, because he's day to day because he has a sore, you know what. So we have Oswaldo at third. No, Oswaldo at second. And then who do we have at third base today? Jesus.
Kid Rice.
Third base. Oh no, Ben Rice has been playing first. DJ has been playing third. Yeah, that's right. And then we have Oswaldo at second. and of course the Gold Glove winner Anthony Volpe at short. Um, but man, please, Anthony Rizzo, you got hurt at such a bad time because it was time for you to pack your bags and get out of town. And then you get hurt, dude, and you're not going to be back for like 5 to 6 weeks. And that's after the trade deadline. It's after the deadline.
He got hurt at the right time. That way he gets to stay
Oh,
with the Yankees.
goodness. Oh.
I'd
Dude,
like to see what moves you guys make, man. Honestly,
we're going to get some pitching. We need some bullpen guys.
Need it.
We brought up a couple guys today.
I saw you guys. You guys traded for somebody today, right?
Nah, we just DFA'd somebody and brought two guys up from AAA. They were starters in AAA. The kid Gomez, he went 4 2/3, 78 pitches, no runs, kept the Braves scoreless, only 3 hits in those 4 innings. So he pitched very well. I liked what I saw from him. But yeah, man, Rizzo sucks. He sucks. Dude, he can't run, dude. Like he can't. He has no more pop. Like it's like once in a blue moon he hits an extra base hit, dude. And it's like you're a lefty in Yankee Stadium. Figure it out. Like it's not hard. It's not. But yeah, so the Yankees end up losing this series. I lose a bet to Dave. I've got to get him some freaking cookies.
Cookies.
Yeah.
Sing the song, Jovan.
Oh my!
Sweet Caroline.
Don't sing that song on my show.
Bum, bum,
Don't
bum.
on my show. The only music that is played on my show.
Ball game over. Yankees win.
No.
Thank God
Cut that right off.
Thank God I don't have to
Cut
hear that
that
voice
right
ever
off.
again after the season.
But yeah, we don't sing that song, dude. That song is it's weird. It's weird.
Did you see how he came up with the Sia? Did you see how he came up with that?
Oh, Michael K.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 2 completely different guys. I just hope.
I don't know. The one that says Sia. Who?
Yeah,
Did
it's
you see how he
Michael.
came up with that?
That's our play-by-play announcer.
Did you see how he came up with that though?
Nah, how do you do it?
So I guess he was dating some girl, and then I guess she left his house in the morning, and she said, "See you later, alligator." And I guess the home run got hit, and then he's just like, the first thing that came to his mind was just say "see ya," and it just stuck ever since that.
That's wild.
That's hilarious. That's like his trademark thing, and
It's iconic,
it just
too.
came from some random girl saying "see you later, alligator."
Wow.
Yep.
Well, now that we talked about the series, how are you guys feeling about the Boston Red Sox so far?
I kind of sort of already alluded to it. I didn't like how inconsistent we were before. Right now it seems like we're starting to get a little bit better. I just want to see it another series or two to see exactly how, kind of see how good we are right now when the series against the Reds. So let's see how that series goes. We just lost the first game tonight. So Cincinnati was one of the teams I felt could win the division in their division. So I do remember saying that in the offseason. So definitely want to see what happens with the rest of that. And then I want to see what are we going to do to improve our defense because those errors have to get cleaned up. We can't be a team that's looking to make a wild card spot or fight for playoffs or fight for winning if we're not going to clean up our defense. Defense wins championships no matter where you are in basketball, football, hockey, college softball. Doesn't matter what you play. defense wins championships. And we can't compete against anyone if our defense is not good. And errors is a huge telltale signs if your defense is good or not. And if you're leading the majors in errors, it is not a good sign. So we got to figure a way to clean that up. Maybe we need a new defensive coach when it comes to that or something, or we just need to go get better players. So we need to figure something out. Um, we got new GM now. We got someone else that's in there in the front office that's there to help out. So are we going to make the moves to improve the defense or what? Because it's not like we don't have assets. We have assets. We have a pretty good farm system. So are we going to use those guys in the farm system, or are we just going to keep them there? If we're not going to use them, trade them away so where they can be used at, so we can get some defense. We need some veteran presence on this team. Our team is still pretty young, so get some veteran presence in here somewhere. That way, it's at least letting the fans know that you want to compete somehow, some way. And I get it. You want to compete for the long run, but you're not going to compete at all if you don't have any kind of defense. So that's how I feel. But like I said, I feel pretty good where we are right now because we're starting to win games and win series. But I just want to see some more consistency. That's all.
Yeah, I have to agree. I have to agree with you, Dave. I think we could definitely work on being more consistent. I mean, to be honest with you, if we had this show 2 weeks ago, I would have been telling you I'm ripping my hair out and I'm going insane because we're losing one, winning one, losing one, winning one. If you guys were in the chats, you'd have seen me. I was going crazy in there.
No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't see you. You
Yeah,
had.
or I was a complete ghost. It was one of the two. I was hiding under a rock somewhere. But yeah, I was not trying to hear Teddy gloat about the Yankees just winning pretty much every night. I was not in the mood. So, but now where we're at, it's funny how things can change in the matter of a week in baseball. The way we're playing right now, we're at 40-36. We're trending in the right direction. We're only a game and a half back from a wild card spot. I think if we keep playing the way that we can play, um, it's gonna make some tough decisions on the front office come trade deadline time. I think realistically, there are some bad contracts that we have that I wouldn't mind seeing them move. Yoshida is one, and I think we do have a lot of depth in the bullpen where I could see us moving Kenley Jansen as well.
Yeah.
Those are two contracts that I don't think that I think we could be spending money in better areas than we are with those two guys. We're basically paying Yoshida to DH when we already have a plethora of guys that are hitting better than him and able to play defense on the back end of that as well. And then Kenley Jansen, don't get me wrong, he's a veteran, absolute beast. But I think that we can also put Chris Martin there in that situation, and he'll be able to hold his own in that spot in the bottom of the ninth as well. And not only that, we'll be able to get some pretty heavy returns for Kenley Jansen. So I mean, I like where we're going. I like where we're headed. I'm sorry, did someone ask a question? Someone?
Yeah, you really think you can get a good return for Jansen right now?
I mean, just getting him off the books, not paying for his contract is already a win. And maybe we can get like a prospect or two. I would be happy with one solid prospect, like a top 100 prospect.
Like a Vaughn Grissom type prospect?
Yeah, I'll take a Vaughn
The
Grissom
one
all day.
that doesn't play?
Yeah, hell yeah. And don't sleep. We got Tristan Casas too, just chilling in the background, relaxing, maxing.
Doing
We
his
got Don
nails.
Smith. Huh?
Doing his nails.
Yeah, he's painting his nails. Oh, please tell me you guys heard that story, dude. Please tell me you heard the story.
What
about
is that?
Teddy,
Dude.
you know, as Duke fans, we can't talk about nobody painting their nails. We
Hey,
can't.
man. when it comes to this, I can't. All right.
But
Dude.
I do like some trade targets that I've been hearing that we may possibly go after. JP Shears for the A's, that will help out some pitching, even though our pitching hasn't been terrible, but that would help out with our pitching as well. Was it Jesus Luzardo of the Marlins or Garrett Crochet of the White Sox? Those are some targets that you know that I think we should at least try to go after. I think Crochet is going to cost us, but
A lot. A lot. You got to
but
get like a Marcelo Meyer type prospect, right?
You know what
yeah,
it is? I think
I don't know if I'm ready for that.
Breslow's gonna cook, man. He's gonna cook, but he's gonna cook in his own way. We just gotta give him his own time. I think he's gonna surprise a lot of us on some of the moves he makes.
He's definitely weird.
He's been doing a good job so far, man. He really has. I feel like he's made a lot of weird moves, and we're like, dude, what's up with Cooper Criswell? 1 year, $1 million, and look at him, he's freaking dealing, dude.
And then you guys got Hendricks too. When is he?
Liam Hendricks, he's gonna be back next season. That's gonna be a huge addition. Yeah, he's done for a whole year. Tommy John.
Wow, I thought it was half the year.
Yeah, no, we paid him to just sit on the bench the whole year. Crazy. Yeah, crazy.
That's wild.
We got a good deal on him though. I think I gotta check his contract. But
it's not a good deal if he's not playing, my boy. What?
No, but they took that into consideration though. Like, you're not gonna play next year, but we'll pay you to like sign with us now. You know what I mean?
Be a vet.
Yeah, just be a good addition to the clubhouse.
Or I like Kevin Newman too from the Diamondbacks. I think that would be a good target. He's kind of sort of similar to Nick Ahmed for the Giants.
Yeah.
So those seem like two options that we could probably get at the trade deadline. So it's not like great names other than the guy from the White Sox, but we gotta do something. We have to do something because, like I said, the last few years we haven't done much of anything other than give away players.
So the deal that we have with Liam Hendricks, it does sound kind of bad. We got a 2-year deal, $10 million. Damn. He's getting five a year annually.
I mean,
and this year he's just sitting and just chilling.
That's not too bad though.
So he's getting 1 year, $10 million basically.
Okay, I mean, that's not bad though.
It
would be different. It would be different if he was getting like 20 mil. I'm like, all right, bro, what's going on here? But it's okay. It's cool. It's not like football or baseball, and you got a kicker that's making $5 or $10 million a year. Mm-hmm. It's different. It's baseball. Baseball has a lot of money, so it's not that bad.
Stupid amount.
Yeah.
I mean,
how do you feel about your team though? Because you're in a situation where it's like your team's trending in a downward direction. Not trying to like say that because it's the Yankees, but you guys are on a 3-game losing streak right now.
Yep.
How do you feel about your team right now?
I feel like the pitching is kind of wearing down a little bit. Starting pitching.
I was going to ask you that. I was going to say, do you think that there's like an early pitching fatigue that's going on right now? Because it seems like that might be an issue for y'all right now.
Yeah, kind of. What I've noticed, our pitchers are leaving their pitches up a little bit, and they're just starting to get racked. And they are also staying in the same routine. There's no mix-up. And, like, these are major league hitters. They're going to adjust. They have these iPads. They have all this information. And they go out and they study it all night. Like yesterday, the Orioles jumped on Luis Hill's fastball early in the count. Very early in the count. And then today, Carlos Rodon, 3 batters, the first 3 batters of the game, single on the first pitch, 2-run home run by Ozzie Albies, and then a ground ball by Marcelo Zuna. So we need to start mixing up our our routine and what we throw, like pitching is all about keeping these hitters off balance. And once you get them in rhythm and they're able to get what they think they're gonna get, like as hitters, like we win. We win as a hitter. If I think you're gonna come first pitch fastball, and I see first pitch fastball, you're done. Because I prepared for that. I studied for it, and that's what I'm looking for, right? But if you come with got our first comment of the night, Joe Jordan. Appreciate you for tuning in. He says, "Can't believe the Yankees lost to the Red Sox." Yeah, I know. I called him earlier. I called him earlier today, and to set this up, and he was like, "Wait, you guys lost? What?" I was like, "Yeah, we lost. We lost the series." And then, but yeah, I just feel like our pitchers need to get out of their habit that they're in right now. Um, I just feel like, I mean, the offense is fine. We're averaging over 5 runs a game. Soto has been a little. He's having me a little worried, right? This past couple days, he got Joe with another comment saying Jovan is looking like a genius. Well, you know the world is messed up when that comment comes out.
Relax on my boy Jovan, okay? Relax. My man is the two-time defending baseball analyst of the year. So my guy, he kind of knows what he's talking about a
Yeah.
little. Yeah, that's right. Show your trophy, my man. Show your trophy.
But yeah, Juan Soto, he looks off a little bit. Um, he's he swung at a pitch above his head today for strike three. He never does that. It was a 3-2 count. That was ball four. He's known for having the best eye in the game. I mean, I feel like he just needs to get mentally checked in again. Maybe a day off or something. But I feel like he's starting to press a little bit with the pressure of just being a New York Yankee, right? Has the whole Judge is hot, right? Judge he's not that early Judge that was getting booed and it was all Juan Soto, and now I got to live up to the guy that's hitting behind me, right? So I feel like Soto's just pressing a little bit, and he just needs to relax. This past week, he just hasn't been himself. So I think that's what it is. Anthony Rizzo needs to be out of a New York Yankee uniform. Glad we got Garrett Cole back. Gleyber Torres, you might be on the trading block as well, because the defensive mishaps that you have are mishaps that 12-year-olds do at the local Little League field every Saturday morning at 9:00.
Dang.
Dropping pop-ups, jogging to the ball, thinking you got it. He thinks he's Robinson Cano. Torres, you are not Robinson Cano, dude. You're not Robinson Cano. Cano is 45 right now, playing over in Mexico, and he's still balling because he's Robinson Cano. Torres. Be Gleyber Torres. Don't try to live up to Robinson Cano's name. Please. Please. But yeah, other than that, I think we'll be all right. We'll definitely be all right. I want to see some moves be made in the bullpen. Definitely in the bullpen. I feel like
we need that too.
yeah. I feel like we need one or two lefties to be able to come in and get the lefties out. Like, I hate the fact that we let go of Wandy Peralta in that trade for Juan Soto. because last year he was huge for us. He was able to eat up innings. He was able to come in and just get outs. Right, he's not a hard throwing guy. He just hits his spots. A lot of movement on all his pitches, and he was able to again keep batters off balance and just win um, those innings. Um, yeah, that's that's all I got for my Yankees right now.
Yeah, no further questions from me. Definitely just like I said, glad that we're winning. Glad that y'all are losing. You know, it's a great day in baseball when the Red Sox are winning and the Yankees are losing. So that's all I got to say.
Well, you have a lot more winning to do to catch up because we're
It's,
what
yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 games in front of you guys right now.
Hey, it's still early in the season, so
Yeah, it is. It is. It really is. We're almost halfway.
remember,
Almost
remember
halfway.
it's just not the NFL or NBA. It's not 16 to 82 games. It's 162 games in baseball. So we
Mhm.
got time.
Yeah.
We got time, but we don't got time. You feel what I'm saying?
Unless COVID happens and they
Hey,
gotta.
hey. Let's not talk about that right now. Because we all know when that happened, we had no sports for a good little while. Let's not have that.
And we've gotten to the that time in the calendar where baseball's all we got. So make sure we tune in to BWT. Right? There's no football. All you got is news. Right? No NBA because the Celtics won the championship.
Got the WNBA though, so
We
make
got,
sure y'all tune
we got
into
the
that.
WNBA, yeah, but you know how I feel about that. I make sure you join the chats to understand why I feel how I feel about it. Um, those women are going crazy. Hats off to those athletes, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. Um, we got hockey wrapping up. College football isn't. Uh, they got one more game. They got one more
But
game. They got.
but you look at this though. You mentioned college football. What's going on in USC? You ain't even talk about that yet. You should be excited about that. You about to get your national championship back, and
No,
Reggie Bush got his Heisman back.
this isn't the place for that. This isn't the place for that, Dave.
Hey, look,
It's
it's still
baseball.
something, still something to be excited about.
I'm crying
That's
tears
all
of
I'm
joy
saying.
for Reggie Bush, man, and my USC Trojans. We finally got our stuff back, man. Oh my god, it's awesome. Um, yeah. So baseball's all we got. For some people, it's a bad time of the year, but for me, it's the best time. Um, and I'm sure Jovan feels the same way. Um, Dave has been he's Davey Shefty, so he's busy for every sport, every second of the day. Make sure you join the chats to understand why he has that nickname. Um, again, uh, tune into the next episode of BWT um, so you can hear me keep going on about this guy, Gleyber Torres. Um, you guys have any last words?
Last words from me. Thanks again for allowing me to be on your show, Teddy. This is now going to allow me to get some more baseball views. Appreciate it, because I'm coming for that baseball title that you got, Joe Bond.
Uh-oh.
So
A lot of hard work and dedication to get that.
hey, no one puts in more hard work and dedication than me because I be on every show. So but shout out to everyone that made it to RTL Day. Shout out to my brother who won 4 awards. Shout out to Mark who also went away with the reward as well, and then Jovan had the other one. So shout out to the all those guys. Shout out to everyone that was involved. Shout out to our 12 family. Shout out to Joe, Jody. I know it's midnight, but you did celebrate a birthday. So again, happy birthday, my guy. Without you, none of us would be here. Well, with the Ultra Network, so we appreciate you. Um, and man, I'm gonna do this here, even though I did this earlier on the R12 show. It is Men's Mental Health Month, so guys, take care of yourself. Make sure you take care of your mental, take care of your entire health, mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally, because you are needed. We are natural leaders, so we have to make sure that we take care of ourselves first. Know that you are human. You get the same grace that everyone else should get, whether what society says or not. And just know that, we're all important, but you got to make sure that you're important to yourself and you love yourself. You take care of yourself, you take care of others, you love yourself, you love others.
Great message there, Dave.
Yeah,
Jovan,
Dave, great message, man. Great message. Yeah, no, Teddy, thank you as always, man. I appreciate you having me on your show. It's always a great time chopping it up with you guys, talking about baseball. I mean, you know me, I love baseball since I was a little kid, and it'll be that way until 108. I'll be still loving this game, man. Nothing will change about that. Even though they're changing a lot of the rules, it still remains the same game. So, um, I appreciate you creating the platform. R2L having the platform. I mean, it's amazing how far this channel has come since, Teddy, you invited me into the chats and everything like that. And, I'm just excited to see where R2L goes and where it's headed and where BWT is headed. And along with all the other shows, man. And if you aren't tapped in, you're missing out. You got to get on and, before the train's too late, get in while you can, man. And let's go.
Get in where you fit in.
Yes, sir.
yeah, my last word will have to be rest in peace to Willie Mays. Say hey, kid. Um, Tremendous career, tremendous person. Um, Gave back to the game, played the game the right way. Uh, Played in the Negro League, right, and then was played for the played for the Giants when they were in New York, and then when they switched over to San Francisco. Um, One of the most iconic catches of all time, over the shoulder at Polo Grounds. He was a true six-tool player, they say. Um, and nowadays, you only mention five. So that goes to tell you how great this guy was as a baseball player. And he was an even better human. Um, he was out there playing stickball with kids on his off time from playing professional baseball. So, um, rest in peace, Willie Mays. Um, and make sure you tune into the next episode because it might get crazy. Till next time, peace.
Peace.